Third grade, welcome back. We're on to lesson 12 today. Let's read the bottom together. It says, measure side lengths in whole number units to determine the perimeter of polygons. So today we're going to be working on perimeter. I know you all have been practicing perimeter and area for some time now, especially on Pear Deck. But today we're going to do it here on lesson 12. I'm going to be using this for my ruler because that's all I have. So use what you have, right? We are going to be measuring, like I said, in centimeters today. So please pause this and go find a centimeter ruler or whatever you have that has centimeters on it, like I have this clipboard. Okay, so let's read number 1 together. It says, measure and label the side lengths of the shapes below in centimeters. Then find the perimeter of each shape. So remember, in order to find the perimeter, you're going to add all the side lengths together. So on this one, side length plus side length plus side length plus side length is going to give you your perimeter. So I don't know. To me, this kind of looks like all the sides will be the same. Measurement, let's see. I'm going to use my handy dandy here. And I'm measuring, looks like 3. So the beginning, let me move that up a little bit. So the beginning of the line is here, the end of the line is there. It's 3 centimeters. Put 3 for the first side. And then the second side, let's see if I'm right. Are they the same? Yes. 3 also. And what do we know about an attribute of a regular rectangle? If this side is 3, then this side must be 3, right? And if this side is 3, this side must be 3. So we're 3 all the way across. Now we can add this together. I'm going to count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. I also know that there are 4 3s, so I can say 4 times. 3 is 12. Yes. Okay, let's move on to this guy. What is this shape called? How many sides do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does anybody know what a 6-sided polygon is called? That's right, it's a hexagon. Okay, let's measure. Let's see if all these sides are the same. This one is 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little line through it so I remember which one I've measured. I wonder if all these sides be the same. They kind of look similar. Also a 3. 3. What do you know? It's a 3. I'll mark that so I remember. Oops. Okay, that one's 3. Now that I've measured 4 sides and they're all the same measurement, this is a pretty standard looking hexagon, so I know that they're all the same, all sides are the same length. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do 6 times 3. We could count by 3s. Let's count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So there's that one, that perimeter. And let's try for this one. Let's see if the side lengths will be the same. Let's start on this side. Looks like 4. This one's has a little bit of a longer side. 4. Let's see if the top looks like a parallelogram. Also 4. Well, if those sides are 4, we know the other 2 sides are 4, right? And this is a 4-sided polygon or quadrilateral. So now we have, sorry, I keep hitting the table and moving this thing. I'll try to be still. Okay, let's count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. Now, this one is not going to be the same. This little triangle is not going to be the same. There's no way that this is the same length as this. Or am I right? Or am I wrong? We'll see. I'm going to first measure this long side. This side looks like 6. 6 centimeters. plus. I wasn't labeling because I didn't have enough room. But so long as you label right here on the answer, you'll be okay. Just remember that you're not measuring you're not measuring nothing. You're measuring 3 centimeters or 6 centimeters. You're not measuring 3 elbows or, I don't know, dog licks. Okay, what do you know? This one's 6 as well. I actually am going to write the centimeters on this one because I have enough room. On those ones, I didn't have enough room. Okay, how about this bottom one? I'm going to guess. I think it's going to be 5. Maybe it's, am I good or what? It's 5. What do you know? Centimeters. So, what's 6 plus 6? If we count by 6s, we would have 6, 12. What's 12 plus 5? Excellent. We have 17 centimeters for that triangle. Ooh, look at this fun one. Before we get too far into this one, I want to make sure that we count all the sides, okay? Because in years past, I'll notice that I would have students that would forget a side, and we don't want to do that because then our perimeter won't be accurate, right? So let's start from here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has 6 sides, so we need to measure 6 times. Okay, like right here, this is one that kids would forget, or right here, or right here. It's a lot of, it's a lot of measurements for sure. Do you think any of these measurements will be exactly alike? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm gonna start with this bottom, the long one. And that one is, can you see that? That one is 6. Whoa, buddy. And on this one, I'll try to do a little bit smaller so I can label. So this one's 6 centimeters. I'm just gonna do a wiggle through that so I remember which one I've measured. Also, you can look over here, right, and see how many numbers you have. But I don't wanna measure the same thing twice. Okay, this one is 3 centimeters. Centimeters. How about the top? This one also looks like 3 centimeters. And let me do a squiggle and a squiggle. And this side is 2. Can you see that? 2. Squiggle. We could label these actually. 6, 3, 3, 2. See, now some kids might go down here, and then that wouldn't be right because you missed this one. You have to remember every single one of these measurements, sides. What do you see? Do you see 3? Me too. That one's 3 centimeters. And I bet you this last one is 1. Exactly 1. Plus 1 centimeter. Okay. I'm just gonna label these. This one was 3, and this one was 1. Okay, go ahead and add those up on your own, and I will add them up on my own. Let's see if we get the same number. Fingers crossed, right? What'd you get? Did you get 18? Me too. 16, 17, 18. Okay, let's flip-a-roo and read the back. I'm sorry, mine is not very, it's kind of blurry. I apologize. Let's read number 2 together. Carson draws 2 triangles to create the new shape shown below. Use a ruler to find the side lengths of Carson's shape in centimeters. Then find the perimeter. Okay, so this time, let's measure and label as we're measuring, okay? I'm gonna measure this side first. This looks like 3 to me. I'm gonna say 3 centimeters. I wonder if they're all 3. That is 3 as well. So that means these are 3 as well. So now there's a number of ways you could do it, right? You could count by 3s. You could do 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3. You could do 4 times 3. I'm going to do 4 sides times 3 centimeters equals 12 centimeters. All right. Let's read the next one together about Hugh and Daisy. Hugh and Daisy draw the shapes shown below. Measure and label the side lengths in centimeters. Whose shape has a greater perimeter? How do you know? Okay, let's write our centimeters. Let's write our sentence. So I'm going to say blank's, mystery person, shape has a greater perimeter. I know because, and then we can fill in that once we're finished measuring. Let's start with Hugh's shapes, shall we? So I'm noticing something right off the bat. I'm noticing that Hugh's shape has 5 sides and Daisy's shape has 4 sides. Do you think that will make a difference in perimeter? I kind of think it will, but let's see. Let's not make any bold statements at the time, not right now. Okay, that one is 3. So this side is 3 centimeters. This side is also 3 centimeters. I wonder if this side is 3 centimeters too. Well, what do you know? It is 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and I'm calling it. This one's going to be 3 centimeters. All right, so we have 5 sides, right, with 3 centimeters. So we can count by 3s. We could do 3 times 3 plus 2 times 3. We do 5 times 3. Do whatever you like, and please write in the middle, perimeter equals what? 15 centimeters, right? Okay, and old Daisy, what do you have for me? This one is 3 centimeters. I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm just gonna go straight for the bottom. This one looks like 5 centimeters. This one is 4. I wonder if this one will be 4 too. Let us see. It is. Okay. So perimeter is, go ahead and add that up. You could do 2 times 4 plus 3 plus 5. What would you like to do? Perimeter equals, what do you have? 16. Okay, so now we know. Daisy's shape has a greater perimeter. I know because, how do we know? How do we know it's bigger? Because 16 is greater than 15, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to write. I know because 16 centimeters is larger than 15 centimeters. Simple as that. Okay, let's move on to the last one. I like the look of it already. We're talking about Andrea. What a great name. Okay, let's read number 4 together. Andrea measures one side length of the square below and says she can find the perimeter with that measurement. Explain Andrea's thinking. Then find the perimeter in centimeters. Is she right? Personally, I think that she's a genius. Just kidding. But really, this is all the information that we need, right? She can measure one side and then know what the perimeter is because they all have the same length, right? So let's write something similar to that. Are we coming into focus? Maybe not. With that measurement. Okay, so I'm going to say knowing the measurement of one side can help Andrea find, I don't know what I was going to write there, the perimeter. Because, what in the world am I writing? She knows that each side has the same measurement in a square. In a square. All right, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just like Andrea, I'm going to measure one side, and then I'm going to figure out from that one measurement the perimeter. So, looks like 4. Does it look like 4 to you? Okay, so I'm going to label this one side 4 centimeters, and then I'm going to do the math. 4 times 4 centimeters, 4 sides, times 4 centimeters is 16 centimeters, not 16 sides, right? We did it. Boop, boop. If we counted by 4s, right? 4, 8, 12, 16. So, did we do this? It says measure side lengths in whole number units to determine the perimeter of polygons. We did it. Thumbs up to all of you. Fabulous job. I will see you back here tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day.